What's going on there, friends? My name is M2Gates, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for the Nintendo Switch. We're off up last time. The great treasure hunt has happened, and now, as you can probably see on the map, we have all these different kinds of possibilities that we have the option of taking on. You can take on gym leaders. There are 8 of them in the Paldean region. You can defeat Team Star, and you can also fight Titan Pokemon. It is completely up to you, and there is nothing stopping you. Well, maybe a few things stopping you. The few things is movement mobility. The ability to get to certain areas without certain abilities, which can be a problem. And then the other issue that might pose a problem is if you are exploring too deep to where you might stumble upon a late game area while you're under leveled, and then you find out the hard way, and then you're gonna die. So, what is the first thing that I want to do? Well, I feel like I want to head over to the eastern area. I think what I'm gonna do is I want to take on my first Titan Pokemon. That is the decision that I decided to make. Everybody has their own different routes, and that is the beauty of what Scarlet and Violet is as a video game as a whole. Is you're free to do all these things first thing, and it's really awesome. So I'm gonna take on my first Titan Pokemon, and to get to our first Titan Pokemon, we gotta head over to the eastern area. So we're gonna go ahead and head on through this gate over here. Hello, this is my phone, right? It's me, Arvin. I was a bit worried about whether or not you'd managed to set out yet. You did end up deciding to set out east, right? After leaving the school? If so, you're not that far from the area where the Stony Cliff Titan is said to make its lair. Sorry to say, it clings to cliffs, practically becomes part of the stone, then attacks from above. Though, maybe don't be staring up overhead all the time looking for a Titan, only to go tumbling off some cliff you didn't see. If that does happen, you can open up your map app and call yourself a flying taxi to pick you up. Some of those rocky areas are like a real maze, so try not to get lost, little buddy. And if you find a Titan, let me know. Okay, I will be sure to do that. So let's go ahead and head over there. And if you go to the west, then Nomona once said call you, saying that, oh, you have decided to make your way to a gym. Here's the first gym that you should go to. And again, nothing's stopping you. In fact, as I'm recording this, I actually took on the 4th gym as my 2nd gym on my practice file. So, yeah, the possibilities are crazy. So even though this is the eastern area, to the right side of Mesagoza, this area is called the Southern Province Area 3. So this is still like the southern part of the region. Every once in a while you'll be finding these people, and these people are going picnicking. And they will give you ingredients to make your sandwiches. And then also, they can heal you up. That's great. I don't really need to heal up, but the option's there. I did use up 1 power point to fight that wild Pokemon that I encountered. Ooh, there's a Pikachu in here? Oh, wait. Oh, it's this guy's Pikachu. Okay, never mind. Okay, I got excited for, like, no reason. But, yeah, so... this area is pretty complicated to go through. Especially when trying to explore everything, because this is a bit of a mountain-ish area, kind of a canyon rock area, pretty crazy, and there's signs everywhere that says to follow Artisan, follow the cave to the exit. And so this is actually where this entire route is going to lead you to, if you are going to head over to take on the gym over at this side. Okay, so make sure you don't fall in the water. It is bad. And yeah, so the Pokemon you can find in this area, you can find Growlithe, Gulpin, Spoink, Shuppet, Sphinx, Rookie D, Nimble, Murkrow, Dunsparce, Tandemaus, Squawkabilly, Drifloon, Makuhita, Skiddo, Knackley, Charcadet, Ghastly, Bronzor, Tinka-Tink, Basculin, Talonflame, Hariyama, and Staraptor. I think it's Staravia. I think I wrote Staraptor by accident. I think Staraptor is an accident on my notes. I stayed up really late at night doing some deep research, because let me tell you, I'm gonna need it. That's how I make this playthrough presentable, I think. Not really, not all the time. That's not always the case. But yeah, so in this route here, as you're going through, there are a lot of these ladders they can use to climb to different places. And that's how you're going to get certain items. Because some items, they require you to like jump from one part to another. And then there's also other items where it requires you to have certain abilities, which I'm not going to go over what those abilities I'm talking about are, or what I mean by them. You just gotta play the game. That's the nature of this game, right? So, the other reason I want to start off with this area is because I'm kind of stuck with one Pokemon at the moment, right? I don't want to be. It's not really that fun to. That's not good. This Hariyama is mean! No! Oh, thank you. You let me escape. Oh my goodness. Except this is what happens when defeating that Hariyama. Well, I didn't defeat it. It killed me. So anyway, I only have one team member, right? Even though I have a full party of 6. I could use them if I want to, but the way I decided to plan my team out is that I'm not gonna do that right now. There are specific Pokemon that I want to use. And the way I have my team set out, just like in Sword and Shield, is I have it in a way where I want to try out as many as I can, and unfortunately with Pokemon playthroughs, you only have 6 Pokemon to work with as a team, and a good majority of other Pokemon you're probably not going to ever use. And the reason I did some deep research is because I want to look into which Pokemon that I feel like I want to use. And all the Pokemon here that I've planned to use, I've never used before. So it'll be quite an interesting journey, being able to try them all out for the first time. And I only use exclusively Gen 8 Pokemon back in Sword and Shield. This time I want to use exclusively Gen 9 Pokemon. So I looked through the Gen 9 roster of Pokemon, and I have a good idea of what I want to use. I just gotta find them for sure, and there's a few Pokemon within this place, in this specific area, that I want to catch. So hopefully we can encounter them. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this item right here. HP up. As you can see, I'm like doing a lot of messing around. It's really easy to just get distracted. Because as I'm playing through this game, there have been several moments where I just want to get to an area, but then I ended up getting sidetracked because then I see something intriguing, and I just want to like check it out, and I'm just like, oh, what's this? I want to see what in the what the item ball is, or what's going on around the particular spot that I'm in. And it's just so easy to get distracted. They just want you to really get your curiosity piqued. And it's pretty crazy, if you ask me. This game is... That's how the incentive for like open world games. This game has really become open world at this point, especially since you now have the option to ride on Miraidon in order to fast travel to places, because you actually move faster when you're riding on Miraidon, just a little bit faster. Okay, so this takes us back to the main path. There might have been several areas that I might have missed, and I am not surprised. because you're bound to miss something. There's so many like different ways to go about. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and fight this trainer. Just kidding. I want this item, and then I'm ready to fight this trainer. Actually, wait, no. I'm gonna save the trainers for later. I'm gonna keep a mental note that trainer's there. And I'm not gonna fight that trainer right now, and you'll see why. I'm not going to fight trainers right now because, like I said, I want to find my few team members that are within this. Oh, I found one right away. Let's go. This is our second team member of our team, and it is going to be Charcadet. So let's go ahead and weaken it. It's a level 13, so I could use Water Gun, and it wouldn't defeat it in one shot, but I want to go ahead and just make sure I have the ability to catch this Pokemon. So Charcadet, what's actually interesting about this Pokemon is that this Pokemon actually has two different evolution forms, depending on the version of the game that you're playing on. I'm playing Violet, which means that Charcadet's going to evolve. When Charcadet evolves, it'll evolve into a Fire Ghost Pokemon, whereas it's a different type if you're playing Scarlet. I don't know off the top of my head what it is, and I cannot catch this thing for some reason. Every once in a while, whenever you do an attack or an opponent does an attack on you, there is something called a critical hit. Traditionally, in previous Pokemon games, a critical hit is a 1 in 16 chance to land, but in Gen 7 and onwards, a critical hit is a 1 in 24 chance. So it's not that likely. And also, critical hits are nerfed from Gen 7 onwards, where usually critical hits would do about double damage. This time, crits do about 1.5 times more damage. And I can't catch this thing for some reason. Come on! What is happening? Oh my gosh, what is this? Thank you! I finally caught it! Jesus Christ. Okay, but there we go. We finally caught it. We got a new team member in our party, and that is Charcadet. Okay, Fire Child Pokemon. Its firepower increases when it fights, reaching over 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. It likes berries that are rich in fat. Okay, so it's a female, and I don't know how many other female team members I'm going to have, but I'm going to go ahead and name this Danielle. You know, it's not a Pokemon playthrough without naming without naming something after Danielle, because, well, I just got to. You know, Danielle's special to me. Okay, bye, Flamigo. And there we go. Charcadet now in our party. And, ooh, Ozero's evolving? Oh, man. So yeah, this is the first instance where Pokemon evolve after either a certain level or a certain point, then Pokemon will evolve. I did not think that Ozero would evolve. I thought Ozero evolves through friendship, but it turns out it's a certain level, or Ozero just happens to be at a certain friendship. I don't particularly remember off the top of my head, but yeah, now we have a new team member. And actually, I'm still going to ignore the trainers because there's still a few more team members that I want to get. So I will worry about those later. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and change the position over here. That way I have, you know, Charcadet and Quaxley up on the first two slots. I'm going to go ahead and auto-heal these Pokemon. And auto-healing, basically, you just use your items automatically without having to use them individually one by one. Cut out the tediousness, since you're probably gonna have lots of items. Okay, so you can go to Artisan, However, it is likely that I'm going to take a bit of a detour on our way to Artisan, because there is an area not too far from here that I want to go ahead and take a look at. And that is where I am going to catch another Pokemon that I want to use in my team. So we're already about to fill up our team here. That way I'm not just solo running with just a Quaxley. It'd be kind of boring, right? I mean, solo running's cool until you get to a certain point to where you're just way too overleveled. And that's why I've just never done a solo run. I've done one Pokemon challenge, and that's the one Nuzlocke playthrough that I did of Pokemon Platinum. Oh, can I get up here? Please, get me up there. Oh my gosh, don't fall off. I want to get up there. Oh my god, come on. You can. You so can. Oh my god, what is so hard about this? There we go. I just want to see. Yeah, sometimes the collision on slopes is weird when when you want to climb up something to get items. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue onwards. Another trainer right there. Again, I'm going to worry about trainers later. So we do have to follow the path a bit. I mean, which is fine. I can do that. As long as I don't get too distracted by too many things, which I am already going to get distracted, because there's something over here and it's interesting. Wait, actually, do y'all mind if I explore things aimlessly? Does that bother people? Because normally, I've been focusing on pacing. Okay, I'm back. I now know that I should not get myself distracted here, even though I'm going to get distracted again, because I see some intriguing things, especially when something's shining. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. What is that? Oh, okay, so this is actually new here to Scarlet and Violet. This is kind of similar to Dynamax battles from Sword and Shield, but basically what you're doing is a Terra Raid battle. So with Terra Raid battles, you're fighting a... I'm going to do this alone because I do not have anybody with me. So essentially what this is you're fighting a terrestrialized Pokemon, and you have other trainers to help fight terrestrialized Pokemon with you. So in this case, who are we fighting here? You can kind of have an idea of who you're fighting based on the shadow of the Pokemon when you approach it. But yeah, in this case, okay, yeah, there's a time limit. Oh, it's a Barboach. It's a terrestrialized Barboach. Okay, so let's go ahead and you can terrestrialize your own Pokemon as well if you're interested in that. Oh, that's not good. It's targeting me. Oh, I got paralyzed. Oh my gosh, that's unlucky. Wow. Okay. This ain't good. Oh, there is no turns either. Yeah, so just go ahead and just keep attacking before you get destroyed as well. I guess that's where the time aspect comes into play here. But yeah, this Barboach is going to target random players here, and the AIs with you, they're not actually they're actually pretty good. And there we go. And then you can catch it, which I will try to. I don't know if I will be able to catch it, but we're going to go ahead and catch this Barboach. You can choose to not catch it as well, but I'm just going to catch it for the sake of adding it to my Pokedex, even though I'm not going to kill my Pokedex anyway. What's the point? But I don't know. I feel like there's more of an incentive to catch Pokemon now since you gain EXP for catching Pokemon. Oh! What was that? Was that a critical catch? That was insane. And you get lots of stuff when you defeat a terrestrialized Pokemon. So, pretty beneficial if you're interested in that. And then this thing disappears, and I think oh, I don't need to heal. Okay, good. Would have been unfortunate if that was the case. Also, Oh, it actually disappeared. Okay, well, that sucks. You can also find terrestrialized Pokemon just out in the middle of nowhere, sometimes. And when that's the case, then... Well, sometimes they're very powerful and very, very risky. So I would... Whether or not you're ready to fight a terrestrialized Pokemon is really up to you. Okay, so more signs that are saying go to Artisan. It's just everywhere in this place. This place really promotes you to go to Artisan.